Hi, my name is Natalie Deline, and I am a life coach. And I came across a course called the Dream Regression Therapy Training by Victoria Amador. And I am leaving this review because I took part one of the course and I have a lot to say about it. So, first, what made me decide to take the training? So, I've always been obsessed with the dream world since I was a child. I would wake up and go, I'm the kid that would wake up and go and tell every single person in the family the same dream because I was so excited about the dream and what does it mean and who was in it and what I was doing, and I was flying and I was changing colors and all this cool stuff. So I have always been kind of obsessed with the dream world. And in this course, the way Victoria proposed it to me was kind of deep diving into the dream world and learning about what actually happens, what's going on and all that good stuff. So that's why I took the course. The top 3 things I learned from this course. Okay. I learned that what you don't know, you don't know. It sounds funny, but I learned that I don't know anything. I thought I was so knowledgeable about the kinds of energies that are out in the world, the kinds of dreams that are out in the world, the kinds of people and psyches and auric fields and energy. I learned that I don't know, right? Which is great because I love being a student. But Victoria was so great about giving us material to read before the course, so we would have some kind of knowledge. Then in each class, she would go over different energy fields, different ways that they can show up, different ways that they affect our psyche, different ways that they affect us mentally and physically. It almost felt like a course, a pre-course to learning more about our bodies and our energies. But what I loved was that I learned that I can remove negative residue energy that comes with bad dreams, in particular nightmares, which I know we've all had nightmares, but learning that I can remove that energy for myself and then for future clients in the future was wait a minute, I can do this? So we practiced with each other in sessions, in class, and it was great because I also got some friends out of this. But knowing that I can do this myself for me and for other people was great. The second thing that I loved and I got out of this course was that she spent a whole day talking about how to do this for children and with children. As we know, children are closer to other realms than adults are. They're still kind of open and free, if you will. And especially the kids in my family, just like me, we have a lot of night terrors. So Victoria taught us how to help kids and how to make it into a game and how to ask the same questions that we would as in adults, but kids receive information differently, and how to kind of prepare them to help them with their nightmares and to give them the tools that I never had when I was going through my night terror stages. And I think what I'm trying to get at is Victoria put me in the seat of power, meaning I have control over, most times, I have control over what I can release, what I can learn, what I can do in terms of progressing past the bad part of the dream and getting to what the dream actually meant and what the message actually was. And or maybe there wasn't a message and maybe there wasn't a meaning, but there was other entities and other energies that for some reason were attached to me, attached to my family, and or had a different kind of message for me. So with that, the third thing that I took away from this class and learning is that I learned that I can release those energies and clear them, if you will, and kind of eradicate them, right? But by going into a regression state, which is kind of lowering your breathing and bringing your brain waves down to a lower stage, we are more susceptible and we're more open. And so bringing ourselves into a regress state, I learned that I'm still powerful and that I'm able to release negative energies that have holds over me. And that was the most powerful thing. And I'm going to say it again. I learned that I have the power to release negative energies and negative feelings and thoughts and entities, energies that were there in my nightmares, in the back of my nightmares. it wasn't easy. This course was not easy. In fact, one of the biggest things too is that as I was going through the course, I was kind of healing and going through my own journeys with what I was encountering in my nightmares. And it's hard. It's hard to see and face those things that we believe only exist in our nightmares, but sometimes they exist beyond. I will let Victoria explain all of that when you take her course, but it was so eye-opening to me to know that the things I experienced as a child weren't always just, were real. I'm just gonna say it, were real. All the adults in my life telling me that I was just weird or that I was just crazy. You know what? No, like, I was just more sensitive to things that other people couldn't see and couldn't feel. And so it was good to be in a class that everyone, there was no judgment, and I was accepted for who I am. What would I say to the people who are taking off this course? Why? Unless you're not ready. If you've had a lot of trauma in childhood and nightmares and a lot of dense negative energy that you've previously never worked on, I can understand, because even though I took this course to learn how to do this to other people and to clients, a lot of the work I ended up doing with myself, and my classmates ended up doing, with me and for me. So it was hard. I faced things that I didn't want to face. I saw things that I thought I kind of put in a back pocket and I didn't want to ever see again. So unless you're not ready to face those things and then to heal those things, this regression type of work isn't for you yet. So that's I think everyone should do this course. Feeling powerful and feeling in a place of empowerment to take control of my energy, to clear my energy, to heal my energy is priceless. Actually, it's exactly priceless. How does the training help me understand myself? Like I said, I experienced some childhood trauma, and like most people, when we experience trauma, either we close the door to it and try to forget it, but really we don't forget. It manifests its way into our lives. But I was able to kind of confront in an empowered way some of my traumas from childhood, and it felt so good to do so from a place of being supported by Victoria and by my classmates, but also from a place of feeling like I can do this. And I did do it, and it was fantastic. And Victoria is a fantastic teacher. You need to be prepared if you want to take this course. Like, it's not a read a book, go home. Like, it stays with you, right? And nighttime, there's always nighttime. When there's a daytime, there's a nighttime. And a lot of times I was sometimes afraid to go to sleep after taking this course because of all the things that I learned that exist. But the more that I learned, the more that I felt empowered, and the less that I was afraid to go to sleep at night. So overall, this dream regression training course was life-changing, completely life-changing. I'm grateful. I'm gonna do part 2 at some point, but I needed a break. Victoria just knows how to push just the right amount without being aggressive. And for me, I need that kind of push. And so it was a really, really great course, and I'm grateful. Thank you, Victoria.